What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Back at it here. As you can probably hear and see, thanks to my good friends, I've upgraded my audio system here. A little birthday present that came my way a little early, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So I sure like it. Right off the bat, title of the video here, I want to show you guys I have, as of today, quadrupled and some my stimulus check, my Biden bucks. So thanks, Bo Jadin, for that one. And here's the proof, just so you guys don't think I'm just pulling something out of the hat. You can see that if I can get to focus. 7,421, and it's not a screenshot. You can see values change. Ring light makes it kind of bad, but values change as I go. So threw the stimulus in there, and I started a new account. This is a brand new fresh account with the stimulus. Started at 0, or I think there was like maybe 10 bucks in my Robinhood because I'd pulled everything out into Webull because Robinhood robs you. But for options, some simple options, or not, I shouldn't say simple options. For options, they are decent, as long as you're not playing these crazy, Reddit names where there's halts and things happening. And that's what I've been doing since I got my stimulus. It was at 1,400. I think I threw in one more $100 addition into there. I got a check for some money that was owed me, and toss that in there as well. And so yeah, from 14 and then 1,500 bucks, and Robinhood only lets you deposit $1,000 at a time for the kind of account that I have registered on in there. And I've turned that into today. It broke 8K today, and then came back down to 7.4, just from different fluctuations and things. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how I've done that, what I've played, everything that I have played to do that, everything that I have done, I've talked about in these videos, or put in chat if you guys are in the chat. If you're not in the chat, shoot me a message and I'll get you in there. I have played my watch list. I have been playing literally just about a dozen stocks. I've played the SPY, and this is where it started, was the SPY. I did about just shy of $4,000. I think I did 3,700 on the SPY. In this push up here, 396, which was that Friday. And then I've traded Tesla in and out on this raise. I've traded QQQ. This is a big one on this push here through. Traded these names: Discovery, Viacom, Baidu, GSX, all on these bounces from the bottom here. Got them really cheap, right? Got the bounces up. I talked about that in chat. I have also, turn it down a little bit for my ears. Shouldn't be too loud for you guys. Turn it down just in case. I also have played GameStop. I have played GameStop on these bounces multiple times a day. It's come into the 80s and pushed back into the 90s. $10 jump, $200 strike price on the calls has worked out real nice, and just selling them at that target price, sometimes even just putting a limit sell order in, it's working out just fine. So I'm literally just trading off supports and resistances, following the daily and weekly trends. QQQ is a perfect example of that. I wish I'd held QQQ. I sold in here at this 324 day, which was Friday, because I saw this break on this resistance of 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. I didn't like that it wasn't super strong, and I think this down edge was into close. I wasn't a big fan of that, so I sold off, looking for new opportunities. Monday, I didn't know how the market was going to open, and had I hold, it would have been even more profit, but that was a good one. So literally that's what I've been doing, guys, is just trading options. I have lost some money on some of these. Some of these names of Viacom, Baidu, GSX, I've lost money on those. Also on Enphase Energy, I'm down about $400 or $500 on that trade. So and then a couple things I've averaged down on. The other one I've played, I didn't mention, Lululemon. I've played this bounce from below to below 300 into 307. I think I sold it like 306 or 307.60, something like that today. Could have held it, went all 309, but very volatile. When it moves, it gets going. I'm looking for a dip actually to re-enter on Lululemon. So with that, kind of we'll segue into what I'm watching. But really, guys, that's all I'm doing is playing a couple dozen stocks, and it's a sector, right, with the big tech, high volatility option plays. You can find options volatility online, which stocks have the highest option volatility. put those on your watch list. And like I said, I call out everything that I'm playing. It's just a matter of knowing when to get in, and that comes with time and practice. I've blown up my account before. I know some of you guys know my GameStop story. I was part of Wall Street Bets for a long time, and knew about the whole push that was going to happen a long time before it happened, and was a week too early with my options, and burnt myself real bad on that, and had to refund an account there almost. Well, not completely, but I burnt the account pretty bad. So anyways, with that segueing into what I'm watching, Lululemon is a big watch. If you guys want a long-term play, I've got some buddies in this for long-term options or swing trades. This is a solid play. They've got huge high price targets that are up there. Still, people are maintaining this price target up here in the 390s, 380s and above, and right now they're down at 300. So that's a big one to be watching. The things I've run through, I'm going to watch. Also, there's 4 stocks in particular that I will be watching during the month of April. Let me get those pulled up here. Okay, let's take a look at them. First one, MVIS, Microvision, right? What do they do? You can read this if you guys want to go take a look at it, but basically they do LiDAR. Where does LiDAR go? On electric vehicles and other things as well. It's a kind of growing industry. Okay, so we've seen they're holding this here once, twice out of this breakout. So there's your solid support. Here's our resistance. We're in the middle of the resistance, and we're holding the middle of this big push up, which is good. A strong doji candle up, which signifies that this could be pushing to the upside. I like that for a breakout. Kind of low volume today, only 7 million on the day. Some of these other days it's doing a double-digit volume, but it is a healthy consolidation. We're not seeing huge sell-off, which is a good notification that it could be looking for an upside again. So that's one of them. MVIS, TIGR. FinTech, financial technology, in case you didn't know, they ran up big with the tech push. They're back down to these breakout levels, right, where they kind of hovered around before the big moves up, and they are above. We're putting in a daily higher low on this, which is good. Lower high, yeah, daily higher low. So that's a good sign. Definitely rewatching that. And they're just starting to come up in that FinTech group is really a sector that's starting to move. Okay, so that's one of them. I haven't looked a ton at KOPN, but this is one of them as well. Now this one didn't get beat up as bad, and it's holding here, and kind of like what we looked at with MVIS, where it held a support. Not quite as strong of a chart here, but it is back at the top of these. We're looking at a key break, of above 1181 is the doji on that, but I like anything above 1170 strong. A solid bull flag. And PUBM, Pubmatic. These guys as well, huge run up, right, and they're beat up really strong. They were already on a strong uptrend, and they haven't been out for that long, so this is a big one to be watching as well. And if they can hold in the middle of this big push up, right, which is a breakout from this support, which is really solid down here, anything strong through 5760 area, and then a big fall through 62 is what I'd like to see for a pushback to the 75-80 range. So those are the 4 big ones I'm going to be watching for price action going into tomorrow. Romeo, RMO. Romeo got beat up super bad, EV, and then they signed a deal, got tons of momentum coming in today in volume. They did sell off a little bit, but I think you're probably gonna have a day of consolidation and then a bounce. If they can break past this $14 mark strong, that's just we'll probably see a shot up to $18, $19. So that's a big one to be watching for volatility as well. And then other ones I have on my list here, let me grab that. Hope you guys enjoy this. If you're wondering about the music, this is all Pamaji's music. I just grabbed it off SoundCloud. It's all non-copyrighted. It's good stuff. So Romeo, okay. The other one I'm gonna be looking at is, where are you? CBAT. Now CBAT, which is energy tech, right? And I know I keep going to these energy stocks, but like really, it's, these guys it's just a hot sector, and if you can play it, you should. These guys pushed all the way into 586 in after hours. They have been up all the way to 11. I would imagine that this one sees some follow through into tomorrow. People like it. There's a lot of bag holders on this stock from these gap pushes. So you know, if we can catch some you know, big break above 6, that's, you know, sky's the limit up past strong through 7 to the 9s, 8s. In a stock this small, that's a big move. So really, guys, that's kind of what I'm watching for a couple of big movers for the month of April. For tomorrow, I'm gonna be watching also, you know, just like I said, oops, my watch list, these names in here: the SPY, QQQ, Enphase Energy, Lululemon's a big one, and Tesla, of course. You know, Tesla is just toying with this strong resistance at 700, 718. I did play them today. I'm holding options for them going into tomorrow. I like the strong close into 92.50 at close, or sorry, 691.62 at close, and then, you know, we're up to 692.50 as well in after hours. So looking for those guys. If you have any questions, want to learn more about trading stocks, options, you know, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have financial advice for you, but I do really like this and enjoy it thoroughly. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments on social media, text, whatever it may be, and I'd be more than happy to help you because I enjoy doing it. Thanks, and see you at the bell.